Episode 13 of The Beardcaster. My name is Scott Sikora, and I am The Beardcaster. Welcome to the podcast about beards and mustaches and the great people who live in the community. Here are the stories from the people who live in it, the adventures they are having, the reasons they do what they do, and all about the facial hair that accompanies them. I want you to join me right now. Yes, right now. Drop what you're doing and listen to some fun stories about people with beards or fun things that people with beards are doing. Well, I'm the guy having the fun now. So if you want more information, feel free to visit my website at thebeardcaster.com. You can find direct links to all of my social media sites, Facebook, the Twitter, the Instagram, and even YouTube. Yes, YouTube. You can also get linked to my Patreon page, which I just did an update on my website, and hopefully later I'll be posting a little video to explain to everyone how easy it is to navigate my website. A child can do it. A grandmother can do it. If they can do it, you can do it. If you have any other comments, questions, hey, shoot me an email, thebeardcaster@gmail.com, and I will get back to you immediately. Well, I just want to start off this episode by saying, literally right as I was about to start recording, the transformer, not the big robots in disguise, but the power transformer right outside of my house exploded and pretty much scared the crap out of the child and myself. And as that happened, all the power went out. And I was like, crap, I was just getting ready to do this. But hey, thank goodness for battery-powered gizmos and those little USB power things. So I have that powering everything that I'm doing to record this episode right now. Thanks. That was a good investment on my part. Okay, today's episode was about a 3.5-hour recording that I had to go into and pretty much just cut the best part out. So my friend and I sat and recorded for well over an hour. Then we introduced Lucas into the mix and recorded with him for another hour. And then we started talking about the Cleveland Cavaliers and their winning and how Cleveland hasn't had a championship in over 52 years. Or 52 years they have not had a championship team in Cleveland, professional, because everyone seems to forget that the Monsters, which is a Blue Jackets minor league team, won the Calder Cup this year. So we have that. We have the Cavaliers winning. So we wanted to get the perspective of a child who has not lived in a championship winning team, and he just loves the Cavs. It's all about LeBron James. I'm getting about sick of hearing that in the house. So let's just dive right into this. I hope you enjoy. It was a lot of fun. There were some really funny moments in here. So take it away and action.
Lucas.
Yeah.
You're 10 years old.
Yes.
You are a self-professed Pittsburgh fan.
Not anymore. I don't like Pittsburgh anymore.
What?
Well, the Penguins. You got to give
Well,
the Penguins.
yeah,
It's hockey. We don't have hockey.
Yeah, except for
And
the Penguins.
then the Browns keep getting their butts kicked. So
Yeah, I don't like the Browns at all.
Yeah, well, you were into Johnny Manziel for a little bit, but he's kind of a jerk.
Today's his first day of sobriety.
No, right. Keep buying that one. All right, let's talk Cavs. LeBron James.
LeBron James.
All right, you watch the NBA Finals? Did you watch all the games?
No, I watched the last one and pretty much I watched it all.
You watched it all?
The last game was the walk. I'll tell you this one.
Wait, where were you guys? Where'd you guys watch the game?
We watched him here.
Oh, did you?
But every game we watched, he was out by the end of halftime.
Except the seventh game?
Seventh game, we watched that sucker all the way to the bitter end.
How good was the last minute of
It
game
was
7?
Kyrie Irving with the
Kyrie
shot.
freaking Irving.
I don't know. That block was
The
You know
block.
The block.
I don't want to hear about the block. It takes ice in your veins to go one-on-one with Steph Curry and do a step-back three-pointer and drill that thing. I'm sorry, that to me was the
Wait,
moment.
who do you think should have been the Finals MVP, LeBron or Kyrie?
LeBron.
Your mom.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't. I'm sorry, you can't deny. Well, they both would have been deserving. Here's the thing: LeBron with his 41 points, 40 points in 2 straight games, or 41 points in 2 straight games, and then a triple double in the final in Game 7. And here's where you throw in the block and his defense and all that kind of stuff. But man, without Kyrie, they don't win that. They don't win that series without Kyrie.
Yeah.
Kyrie outplayed Steph Curry. Did you see the statistics?
Did you? You make faces at me. He asked you a question.
I do.
Did you see the one where they actually put face to face the statistics of Kyrie and Steph Curry? Have you seen? I could pull it up on my phone. You can look at it.
That's fine.
Kyrie actually outplayed Steph Curry in that series, and hit the shot of a lifetime over Steph Curry.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
Feels pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Were you hugging your dad and your mom? Were
We
you jumping up and down like?
No, I was rubbing the win. No, I was rubbing the win of the Cavs to my mom because she's a Golden State fan.
Oh, so you were doing that
You were
in your
rubbing it in?
face, in
Yeah.
your face.
Because mom's a California girl and a transplant now to Cleveland. So,
But in fairness, she was posting stuff on Facebook.
wow,
You always listen for the crash.
I
when you
know
hear-
we didn't hear it.
No. But in fairness, she was posting stuff on Facebook that was pro Cavalier stuff too.
Well, yeah, but all season long though,
She was talking crap.
it was like every day. The Golden State
Golden
Warriors,
Warriors
are now
are the best.
18-0.
Whatevs.
Whatever.
Yeah, they're the worst 73 win team ever to play the game.
Wow. Well, I don't. Hey, you. This is all you guys. I'm not the sports guy here.
I wanted to talk to you about sports.
Okay.
Sporty
Well, what do you want to
since
talk about?
Not putting my letter jacket in the back trunk of your car.
So Steph Curry had 402 3-pointers this season total.
Yeah, he had a great season.
But he didn't win.
But he ain't got that ring.
Nope.
It don't mean a thing if he ain't got that ring.
No, it does not.
So my question to you is, because you're 10 and you were a Pittsburgh
This many.
times 2.
Yeah.
And you were a Pittsburgh fan.
Not a fan that spins around, but
Stop talking.
Yeah, he's being kind of
you.
ridiculous.
All right. Sorry.
All right. So anyway, so you weren't really into the Cavs until you moved to Northeast Ohio with your mom and dad,
Hey,
right?
how can you be if you live in Pittsburgh? How can you? What? Pittsburgh does not even have a basketball team.
Which would make sense as to why he would be more likely to gravitate towards the Cavs.
All right.
So you moved to Cleveland area. Were you
Yeah.
instantly a Cavs fan because Pittsburgh didn't have a team?
Yeah.
And then when we got LeBron James back, that just kind of pushed it over the edge.
Yeah.
So you're 10 years old. I'm 41. This is the first championship I have ever celebrated.
52 years.
The curse is over.
Curse
What?
is over. 52 years. But I'm 41 years old, and I was jumping up and down like no
you didn't
other.
care.
No, that would have been my hands in the
Oh.
air, like I just didn't care. No, I
Sorry.
was jumping around like
A clown.
No, kind of like crisscross.
Oh.
The Daddy Mac was making
you're-
me jump.
So your clothes were on backwards.
They were not at that time.
All
No,
right. Okay.
but maybe if I had to take the walk of shame afterwards, they may have been on backwards.
Okay.
So anyway, my point is, how did it make you feel?
Felt pretty good.
Isn't it great to win? But
Yeah.
see, you've seen your Steelers win too, right? So compare that.
and the Penguins, they're winning.
That's true.
And the Lake Erie Monsters.
And the Monsters.
But we're talking Pittsburgh here, kid. Don't.
Nah, but Lake Erie was a big. Did you watch any of the Lake Erie Monsters games?
I watched some,
Yeah.
like little bits.
But you were excited that they won because it was hockey.
He was so excited he peed outside that day.
No, I didn't.
I pee outside every day. So
That's so
I
weird.
don't. So here's my question. Lucas, you've seen Pittsburgh Steelers win the Super Bowl. You've seen the Penguins win the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
And now you've seen the Cavaliers win the NBA championship, which was the best one for you. And you don't actually have to say what you think will fit into this
Well, the
conversation.
best one was a Cavs, so
Was it really?
yeah.
So was it the best one because you think that because is your generation more basketball?
Yeah.
So like all of your friends are more into the NBA than they are the NFL, Major League Baseball, hockey, any of that stuff,
How
right?
should I know? I don't know all of
You
them.
know-
Well, what are your
do your
your
friends
friends
do?
into? Are your friends
NBA,
more?
pretty
Your
much.
friends are much more into NBA.
Yeah.
So they don't go out and buy the brand new Ben Roethlisberger Rapist 2000 shoes or whatever those are.
They make shoes for Ben Roethlisberger.
I don't. If they did, they'd be a rapist pair. No offense, but he did.
No.
But my point is this. My point is, you and your friends go out, and when you guys go out to the playground,
Hey,
you're wearing your Kobe's and your LeBrons and your
Kobe?
Kyries and your KDs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the kids are doing the basketball shoes. You know, I can't remember the last time any kid was excited to get the Agassi shoes.
I had the Agassiz,
Oh, really?
and I had the Bo Jacksons,
Oh, well, who
You had
did?
the Bo Jackson?
the Bo
Yeah.
Jackson shoes. Now there's a good. Have you ever seen any of the footage of Bo Jackson?
Oh, we've watched the Bo Jackson, the
run up,
30
the-
for 30.
Oh my God, the run up, the
Yes.
home run fence.
Yep.
Oh my God, one
yeah.
of the coolest things I've ever seen in my life. What did you watch the Bo Jackson 30 for 30?
Yes.
And what did you
We've-
think?
I thought it was pretty cool.
He loves it. We've watched it. I don't know how many times. Bo
You don't
Jackson-
know. I've watched it like 50 times.
Yeah, Bo Jackson was the greatest athlete I've ever seen play sports. Like he was
Do
amazing.
you think that Bo Jackson had the best athlete's foot out of any athlete?
I think Bo knows athlete's foot.
Bo knows,
Bo knows.
but he doesn't know ice hockey.
How do you know?
Well, he said it in the commercial. Lucas is right. Bo does not know ice hockey.
Oh,
You're right.
Gretzky told him. He
Yeah,
said he
Gretzky.
goes, "Hey Bo, you know."
No,
You
Bo
do
did
not know this.
Bo did not know ice hockey, but I'm glad that you saw that because you saw the greatest athlete that I've ever seen in my lifetime play sports, which was Bo
Brett
Jackson.
Butler. Oh,
Brett Butler, and
Oh,
then Bo
sorry.
Jackson. But I mean, they were on the same page.
oh,
Bake McBride was right up there as well.
Sorry.
With his,
What about Michael Jordan?
but see, Michael. Here's the thing: Michael Jordan was phenomenal, and I thought Michael Jordan. Your dad loves some Chicago Bulls
yeah.
and some Michael Jordan.
That was my
Michael Jordan
prime
was probably
time.
the greatest basketball player
He
that I ever saw.
is.
Greatest football player I ever saw
Is Bo
was
Jackson?
John Elway.
Oh yeah, he's
What?
Absolutely,
You're-
John
What?
Elway was
You're
the
gonna
greatest
go-
football
you're gonna
player.
go-
ever.
John Elway's like.
John Elway was.
I know he's a good
spectacular.
quarterback.
big teeth.
but
He does. He looks like a Bronco, like a
But
horse.
okay, so you're gonna tell me?
But the greatest all-around athlete I've ever seen is Bo Jackson because he played baseball and football at amazing levels.
So what's your opinion on the Deion Sanders?
Deion
Not
Sanders
as
was
good. He
pretty
didn't play a
good.
premium position.
Oh, all right. Well, I don't know anything.
You know, he played a premium position in baseball, but like a defensive back, I get that's a big deal, but that's not going to get you a ton. But no, Bo Jackson, if you look at some of the stuff he did,
Well, yeah,
oh,
statistically,
unreal.
he's
unreal. Well, but he was only around for a few years at his, and then his injury
Yeah.
got him. But it was that, yeah. That I'm glad you saw that 30 for 30. Did you watch Believe Land?
yes. We just watched it the other day.
Did
I'm
you watch the updated one with the
Is it-
party and the celebration?
Wait, time out. The updated one's out now.
Yeah, it was. They ran it Thursday night.
Oh, well, we didn't know.
Yeah,
Well, get all this stuff downstairs so we can watch it.
Get all.
I've got
what's-
it on DVR. You guys can come over and see it if you guys can't get it on. I don't know if you guys have. You have Hulu?
No, it was on Netflix. We watched it on there. So I
Yeah,
don't
they
know if
updated it. Basically, they added like 10 minutes
Well, I
of.
want to go see it right now.
Okay,
they
but
added
geez,
10
get,
minutes of
get your
parade
panties out of a
footage
bunch,
and
man.
all that stuff.
I don't wear panties. You wear panties.
I don't
Fight,
think
fight.
so. No, I do not wear panties, sir. Panties are worn by women.
And some men.
Seriously?
Some,
Silky Jimbo wore panties.
yes.
Sorry, this is not a conversation for a 10-year-old. All right. So, what did you think, Lucas, when the Cavs went down 3-2?
I thought they were gonna lose.
I think everyone in Cleveland thought they were going to lose. Like, everyone wanted to hope that they were going to win, but statistically, it just wasn't going to happen.
No.
We had the fact of no team has ever come back from a 3-1 deficit, and number two, we were a Cleveland team that loses every single freaking time.
Were you worried at 2-0?
Not really.
No, because they had 2 to play. See, that's the way I felt. When they went down 2-0, I was thinking if they could just win one in Golden State, just one of those games in Golden State.
And they did.
And guess
And they
what?
did.
They won more than one.
They did. Well, and then when they got down 2-0, I'm like, all right, just take care of home court. They destroyed them in Game 3, and I'm like, all right, we win Game 4,
Well, we lost in Game 4.
but we lost in Game 4. So when we went down 3-1, I was with you.
Yeah.
I was cautiously optimistic. Well, I had already chalked up Game 6 to a win.
Chalk.
Chalk. And if you see any of the
Chalky.
interviews with LeBron
Half
James,
man,
LeBron's
half
like,
shark.
well, we knew we were going to win Game 6. Like they weren't closing out in Cleveland in Game 6. So I'd already pretty much chalked that one up. So
Chalky.
Chalky.
Half man, half
So-
shark.
3-3.
Come on. You didn't get that?
No.
I'll do it again.
I heard
No,
you, but I
don't.
don't remember
Fancy
the reference.
lad.
Don't.
Oh, I do remember that. All right, some Chris Elliott.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So I'd already figured they were going to win Game 6, but then I figured I was thinking about it, and I'm like, all right, so we're down 2-0. We'll win at least 2 out of the 3, so that's going to put so we have to win 1 or 2 in Golden State. When we got down 3-1, I'm like, they're not going to win. They're not going to win a Game 7.
No one thought they were going to win.
So
Who do you think thought they were going to win?
I
Actually,
thought
I had-
Golden State was going to win.
Yeah, I had a friend of mine on Facebook that posted, you know what, guys?
Just
Look,
a
we're
friend.
Gonna,
One.
yes, just one. That we were going to win Game 6, so it really boiled down to Game 5, and then it was a coin flip in 7. And I remember responding, I'm like,
Shut up.
I
Dick.
agree, but come on. Come on, ain't going to happen. Not against the Golden State Warriors.
Not against them.
You're too such of a good team.
Two such, yeah.
Well, all right.
They
so
scored
Draymond
baskets.
Green gets suspended in Game 4 for
Oh.
Game 5. Oh, no,
That-
Bogut got hurt. He got...
Five. Five.
Yeah.
What? Draymond Green was suspended for 5, and then Bogut got hurt in
Hurt.
Game 5.
Yeah.
Is that how it was?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was
Should
me
Draymond Green
throwing-
have been suspended?
Yeah.
I don't
Why?
even know what
Because
he
of the
did.
technicals that he got.
It's a technical foul.
Well, no, it was the flagrant because they got him for Jimmy punching LeBron.
Who's Jimmy?
Jimmy Butler?
And Jimmy is what's in between LeBron's legs.
Oh,
Oh. What?
Gee.
What?
his pen
manhood.
15.
He punched him
His
there?
pen 15. Yes, that's why he got suspended. He punched him. He punched him in his pen 15.
Yeah,
Did it hurt for LeBron?
I don't know. What,
I don't know. You'd have
you
to
could
ask
email
LeBron.
him. You'd send
Hey,
him an
LeBron,
email. LeBron does not listen to this, so you're gonna have to send him an email and go, "Hey, LeBron,
I
dear,
can't. Do you know how
dear-
much fan letter he gets? He
Yeah,
gets
but
like
maybe-
millions.
but maybe
maybe-
this one he'll be like, he'll be captivated by. It'll
What
be
is?
like,
Ask him if his
Yeah.
what his
He
something
go,
Duncan.
"Excuse
Peter Duncan.
me?"
Ask him how Peter Duncan is.
dear,
Dear LeBron,
dear LeBron, how's your Peter Duncan?
love Lucas.
and then that might be the one that he'd be going through his email and be like, Lucas, I'm gonna how's my Peter Duncan? Be like, okay, I'm gonna answer this email.
Dear Lucas,
Dear Lucas, my Peter Duncan's good. Love
Draymond
LeBron.
may have hit my Peter Duncan, but my spirits were high and I kept pushing through,
And we won.
and we won. This is for you, Peter Duncan.
That's how it all unfolded.
There you go.
It could have all been that.
Yeah, so Draymond gets hurt. Bogut gets hurt. Cavs are down 3-1.
We win, and then we win, and then we win.
And then we win again.
Yep.
And then we have a parade with 1.3 million. Did you want to go to the parade?
Yeah, so bad.
I
And-
wanted to go, but there was no way I was taking Juliana down there.
Yeah.
Not with 1.3 million people.
Why?
Where would you have peed, Lucas?
1.3 million. Are you willing to put diapers on again, just to see a parade? You see, you're laughing, but there were grown men and grown women that bought Depends adult diapers so that they didn't have to walk and could just
See,
poo
this
and
is
pee in them.
this is
in their
this is
pants.
what you call the dark side of the Cavs parade.
No, I have
This is
friends
what-
that went down there, and they told me after the fact, they're like, that was an awesome experience. Never again.
Yeah.
They're like, it was disgusting. It smelled horrible. There were people peeing and pooing all over the place and in their pants and stuff like that because they didn't want to move.
Well,
Can
he's
you
10
imagine
years,
that?
but he's 10 years old. He think that stuff's funny. So
Yeah, but he'd be mortified if he had to do that.
Mordecai,
Mordecai.
Woo.
And then there were
someone's face. If I could.
I don't think they would appreciate that. But then there were I
People.
heard 15 kids that got separated from their parents that got lost, and so they were staging up a place at the in downtown Cleveland to
Yes.
reunite parents with lost kids.
Reunited and feels so good.
So
They reunite.
Every night
I believe they all reunited. I would hope so.
since 2000.
Do you imagine being in a sea of 1.3 million people and looking around and not seeing your mom or your dad anywhere?
That'd be.
That'd
Wait,
be
were they all in a group?
No, they were just 15 random kids that couldn't find their moms or their dads, and vice versa. You know, when I heard that, that's the point where I'm like, you know what? I'm really happy that we didn't go down there.
Did you clap your hands?
At
Or
what
you,
point?
At that
Did you
point,
watch
you
it?
didn't know it, so
I
you
watched
probably
it.
didn't.
Oh, I watched the parade. It got boring.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
You
The
had to
parade.
wait a long time.
Yeah, it got really boring.
Yeah, well, because
I actually got
I
to.
like the part when speech when LeBron did it.
Mm-hmm. Even with his profanity, you were okay with the profanity? Because I felt like it was from the
I
heart.
hear it every day.
Yeah. See, now there
Pretty
you go.
much.
Do you hear stuff like that all the time at school?
Yeah, not in school.
Your
From your
teachers
dad.
don't swear?
My teachers don't swear.
No, from your friends. Do your friends swear?
No,
Where do you hear it from then?
my mom.
No, boy. Ew. Delete
Mom's a nurse, so
Oh yeah, you sure did that.
No, it's you know what? It's more around us than.
Well, it's
anything
yeah, it's
else.
more
Did
prevalent.
it when you heard it? Were you offended by it all?
Did you go, "Oh my gosh."
That's so cool.
You thought it was cool. You didn't think it was like anything.
He's like LeBron's like my mom.
LeBron's like my mom. He's
LeBron's
a nurse.
LeBron's a nurse.
That
But it didn't
He's
offend
out
you.
there
Like you weren't like, oh
saving
my god,
lives.
this is unreal. Like he shouldn't be saying stuff like that.
Shrugging shoulders doesn't work very well.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
No, we're just asking what you think. There's no right or wrong answer.
Yeah. Like, how did it
Like
make
if
you feel?
if you think it's okay, that's perfectly fine.
Were you
I think it's okay.
were
I
you-
don't have any problem with it whatsoever.
Neither do I.
Were you offended by the Cavaliers not wearing T-shirts?
I was fine by that.
So everyone else was upset about it.
No, they weren't.
We're not
There
people.
were people. President Obama,
was upset. He called.
he called Ty Lue and was like, tell JR to
Wear-
find his-
put a shirt on.
I know.
Sure,
I
sure,
heard. I saw that.
Yeah. Do you want to get tattoos like JR?
I want one like The Rock.
That
Like-
is awesome.
like that.
You want
That
a
would be
tattoo
sweet.
of a rock?
No, of Dwayne Johnson.
He
man.
wants. You want a tattoo of Dwayne Johnson?
No, he wants
No,
one like Dwayne
it's-
What is he going to be
Johnson's, that
doing?
huge-
Was he going to be
Oh.
going like, "You can't
Oh my
see me. You
No,
can't
that's
see
John
me.
Cena.
You
Oh my
can't
God.
see me."
I know it's horrible. It's hard to listen to at this point.
What? Raw? WWE Raw?
You have oh my god.
I can't listen to that. That's yeah.
Oh, Lucas, we could talk about that.
What?
Wrestling?
Yeah, about some John Cena.
You cannot. That's The Rock. You can't see The Rock.
No, you can't see
No,
John
his
Cena.
You
tattoo
cannot
has
Now,
see-
now he's just provoking.
I
There's
know
no way
he
he can be
is.
this.
John
I'm not in
Cena,
touch.
you cannot smell where he's at.
All right, now he's just
The
messing.
Rock.
Yeah.
The
you cannot
Rock's
see
tattoo,
him.
Lucas.
It's pretty
awesome.
cool on his arm.
But that's the thing. You got to look. You got to pull that off.
I know.
Rock can pull it off. You got to hit the weight room, yo.
Yeah, wait.
Have you seen Central Intelligence yet?
No, I haven't, but I
It's-
want to. Did you
What-
see it?
Mm-hmm.
what's
was it
your
funny?
What's your
Yeah.
review of that movie? Tell
It's
us.
very, very, very inappropriate.
Who'd you go to see that movie?
Talks. It
Well,
talks.
you can't watch.
You don't need to cover the microphone.
We're not. You're not
You
getting
can
grounded for
tell-
anything
tell
you
us-
say on the podcast.
Tell us what
It
you're.
talks about ripping off penises.
What
Pen
are
fives?
Yeah.
Or pen
Pen
15s?
15s.
Yes. Like cutting them off.
Ouch.
No,
Ooh.
that's no. We don't.
Yeah.
That's inappropriate.
But it was a
it's
funny
all right
movie?
though.
Who is better, Kevin Hart or The Rock in that movie?
Kevin Hart was the small one.
Kevin Hart.
He was
he was
funny.
funnier than The Rock.
Well, he's a comedian, and the Rock, or also known as Dwayne Johnson, right? Correct? Did I pronounce that?
You're right, but he's The Rock.
Yeah, he's The Rock.
He cannot
a straw.
smell. He cannot smell what he is seeing. Something.
Oh God, you're.
I just people eyebrowed your dad.
Yes, he gave me the elbow.
No, I gave you the people's eyebrow.
He's like the elbow. He was like looking at his elbow, and he's like doing this.
Do you realize that before you got here, it was like an hour of this stuff with him just egging me on?
Eggs. Now, do you think
Huevos.
the Rock? Do you think the Rock eats the huevos rancheros? Huh?
It's an old joke.
Been there, done that.
No.
And that was Chicago in the 90s.
You weren't there for that. You weren't alive at that time. All right, so Cavs win the championship. You want to go down to the parade.
You don't go. You hate your parents because they don't take you.
If I
You're
was going,
trying-
actually, your mom posted some on Facebook about anyone going. If I was going downtown, I would have taken.
So
you.
you're trying to
You
get
weren't going.
emancipation from
I
your
wanted to go. so
parents.
bad.
You wouldn't have
because
wanted.
they
You
didn't
would
take
not
you to
have
the
liked it.
Cavs.
All right. So, how long did it take you to fall asleep? Cavs win the championship.
It
You have
took
to go
me
to
like
bed.
a second to fall asleep.
You were that tired. You were that exhausted.
He was really excited though. We were all really excited. I still I can still remember the moments of them like that winning and just being in shock of like, holy crap, Cleveland actually
But he didn't
won
have to
something.
suffer. That's why I asked him those questions earlier. He's never had to suffer through that.
Okay, so
LeBron.
Every team that you vote or that you like, with the exception, maybe are you an Indians fan or a Pirates fan?
I'm an Indians.
Okay.
I don't like
because
Pirates anymore.
Pirates kind of stink.
Did you see there's a trade rumor of McCutcheon to the Indians?
What?
There's a trade rumor that the Indians might try to trade for McCutcheon from the Pirates. Anyway, I don't see that happening. But
Neither
anyway,
do I.
my point is this. So, like, Steelers fan, they win.
Oh, but we win today because Johnny Manziel is now sober.
What's that
No,
mean?
he's not.
What's that mean?
It means
He
said
went
he's-
into rehab
He's done with drugs.
and he said, no.
I doubt it.
I doubt it too. That's unfortunate.
Unfortunate that he's done with drugs.
No, it's unfortunate that he's in denial.
Is that the river in Egypt?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in Egypt.
Why is he over there now?
Why is
I
he in
don't know.
Egypt?
It's a joke, Lucas. Denial.
Oh.
No,
Yeah.
no. Johnny
So
Manziel
it is
believes that
said,
he is
so
bigger
it shall
than
be
sports.
written.
Unfortunately, just my opinion. It's unfortunate because he
He's
could have been good.
horrible.
Could have
But
been.
anyway, so you're a Steelers fan. You've seen them win a Super Bowl, right? We talked about
16
this.
times.
Well, yeah, but you were younger though when they won the Super Bowl. So you're like what 6 or 7
He's-
last time they won
yeah.
the Super Bowl.
Sure.
But yes, sure.
Sure. I'm more excited about the chipmunk outside the door.
No, your mom's coming out.
Hey, come on out. Talk to us.
Yeah, come on, mommy.
We're talking about the Cavs.
You go to the store
In
looking like
that?
that? Yeah. Good call,
Oh
Lucas.
wow, she's gonna show off her muscles now.
Look at this. Wow, look
Oh.
at those muscles.
Oh, I'm gonna go to the store with my little teeny
Hey
tank
Josh.
top.
Hey Josh, look what she was just doing to you.
Do you believe that? Do you believe your mother does that? You're
Yes.
right. You do learn that language
See?
from your mother. You're
Yes.
absolutely right. Your mom should probably listen to this podcast to understand
She
what a
listens.
horrible,
She
horrible role
listens
model
to
she is.
Jay Z.
Jay-Z.
Well, that's just ridiculous.
Who's
you might as well
Jay-
listen to Creed at that point.
Wait a minute. Who's the one that likes listening to Drake and Bling Bling? Call me on my cell phone ring.
You
or
did call me
whatever?
on my cell phone.
Ah,
Yeah.
Nothing
he
wrong with
learned
that.
all. He apparently he learned all of his bad language from LeBron James in his speech he did last
Oh,
week.
That's
Mhm.
correct.
Yep. He learned everything. He hears it all the time from his mother.
Yes, I do. He told me the other day,
Mhm.
Mom, you're so violent when you cut.
What he meant was vile, disgusting.
Yeah,
horrid.
that's a word he has not
Horrid.
learned yet.
Yeah, he
I
learned
told
horrid.
him I would work on my effing cussing.
Did you say effing or did you actually?
No, I didn't even say effing. I just said I would work
She
on my
would've.
cussing.
That's a good thing. It's a good thing.
But
I
I'm
always
a nerd.
hear.
So
when
here's
I
a
sit
great
him down,
segue into how I got thrown out of my daughter's 8U softball game.
Oh, okay. Well, you want to hear a good story? Josh got kicked out of his daughter's softball game.
High five.
Yeah, I was coaching, and I got
Did
kicked
you
out
tell
of.
them not to-
I did not swear though.
I
Why
know,
did you
but
get kicked
you
out?
Tell your children to not piss and moan and whine and cry, and did every
No.
other parent get upset?
No,
at you?
what happened
Wait,
was I'll explain this to you. This is your first year of
Vomiting.
pitch of kid pitch.
No, this is
No,
my second.
he's
Second year.
second
Okay,
year.
remember when you used to do coach pitch?
Yeah.
And there were these rules that went along with it, and the rules were things like, you go base
No
to
stabbing
base.
people.
Yeah, you don't steal. You go base to base,
You get
and
8
all that kind of
pitches
stuff.
or
And
something.
you had a certain amount of pitches and all that stuff. And you respected the fact that the kids were younger. So if a kid that's playing, say for example, first base, if there's an overthrow and the ball gets past them, you don't run your kids all around the bases.
Oh, some coaches do that.
And that's where I had my problem. And so we played this team 3 times, and the first 2 times I just kind of said something under my breath to their dude. I'm like, yeah, come on, that's not right, that type of thing. And then we got an email literally the week before the playoffs, the tournament started, and it said just to be known, there are going to be teams that are going to be taking advantage of overthrows and this and this and this and this. So I messaged back. I said, this is wrong. This is an instructional rec league. Like, you shouldn't be teaching your kids to put yourself in situations that will never happen. So we get into the finals, and we have plays like a pop up to the pitcher, drops in front of the pitcher. Our pitcher gets the ball. Like, she has it. She's holding the ball. And the third base coach, the girl on third base is just standing there. And the third base coach is like, go, go. And steals home, basically steals. So
Steal.
I asked the ump, and the ump is like, well, your girl wasn't in the pitcher circle.
God.
I said, she's the pitcher. And he's like, well, she needs to be in the circle. I'm like, all right. So we're up in the game, and they decide in one inning they're just running their girls all over the place. Girls literally standing on third base. Our first baseman, which was Juliana, Juliana's got the ball. We're celebrating because, hey, you make an out in 8U. It's a big deal. And then their third base coach is like, go, go, go. You will never see in 8U a kid take a ball, throw it to the catcher, and this little girl, 60-pound girl in 10 pounds of gear, is not going to catch the ball and apply a tag. You're stealing runs. So I make a comment. I make a couple comments to their third base coach about sportsmanship, and I'm like, you know what you're doing is wrong and all this stuff. And then the ump got in my face, like literally got in my face. My parents on my team were like, wow, we knew you were in trouble when the ump came after you. And the ump looked at me and said, he's like, they're playing within the, like yelled it, they're playing within the confines of the rule. And I turned around and I said, you're letting this crap happen. And I didn't swear or anything. I'm like,
You said
no, I
carp?
actually didn't say crap either. I turned around. I'm like, you're letting this thing happen.
Carp?
No, I didn't even say that. But I turned back around and
Jumped
and then
around?
he yelled something to me, and I turned to respond to it, and he was like 2 inches from my face. And he started like screaming at me, and so then boom, I was set off, and so I started yelling at him, and he's like, "Oh, if you don't want to be here," blah. I'm like, "No, I'll be more than happy." Like I'm yelling at him at this point, so he tossed me. But like seriously, like we lost by 5 runs. They stole 7-8 runs with girls literally standing on third base and the ball being secured by our infielders, and then being like, "Go, go, go," which is stealing. And so I felt bad for our girls. Our parents were yelling at them the whole game.
See, even in our league, you cannot advance from third base to home on any overthrown ball.
Only
I mean,
in
it's like
tournament.
flat in the.
Well,
yeah,
is
tournament's
MLB.
different.
Yeah.
But it's wrong. It's so wrong. And so they just said, well, these are the way the rules are. And I'm like, well, the rules are wrong. So then they were going to suspend me for the next game, which ended up getting canceled anyway. But I talked to the guys that are in charge of the league, ironically, one of which is the guy that we were playing.
His name's Ron.
No, his name is
Oh, you said
not
it.
Ron.
Okay.
I'm not going to say his name. But anyway,
As Mom rolls her eyes over
Of
there.
course.
Because all my jokes are dumb.
some of them are funny.
Something occasionally.
So I talked to him, and I was like, look, we need to get together because these rules are wrong. And he's like, let's just get together. We'll have a couple beers. We'll talk about these rules for next year. So I'm like, well, if it changes the rules for next year.
Yeah, rules for next year don't help this year. And
No, it does. If it changes the rules and makes them more fair, then it's worth it. But I still get to wear that badge of more fairer, the fairiest of all. But I still get to wear that badge. Yes, that was me. I got kicked out of an 8U softball game.
good job.
Good
Congratulations.
job. That's a good.
Did you like that story?
Yeah,
I do what I
did.
can.
It was
But
pretty
Lucas,
fun.
you should never argue with the umps. Always let your coaches
Yeah.
stand up for you.
Mister, I make a pitch and it's a strike, but he calls the ball and he goes, "What?
I'm like, what?
What?" on the mound. That's why he's a good catcher.
You should have watched the Indians game today. There were 3 guys that were thrown out of the Indians game today for the Blue Jays. 2 of them in the first inning, and they were arguing balls. They were arguing balls and strikes. Well, the ump strike zone was a little bit outside. All right, so I told you I've been playing in the hardball league. Yeah. Okay, so playing in this hardball league. Love you, Mom. So I've been playing in this hardball league. The umps,
Love you, Mom. Mom's going to flex and kill you. She's getting her.
the umps are terrible. So what they okay.
Umps are terrible in our league.
Well, they're kids in your league, but in
Yeah,
our
they're-
league they're adults now.
They're like 30 years old.
Yeah. Well, the umps in our hardball league, home plate 17 inches wide.
Ooh.
This guy is calling.
Oh,
Shabba.
jeez. Yeah.
Shabba.
Oh, my goodness.
But this guy is calling 6 inches in, 6 inches out.
Okay,
So,
so
you're
let's
at 30.
do math.
Wait, hold on a second. Oh, go ahead. I was about to do the math. Go ahead.
17 and 12.
17 and
Just
12.
do it.
Do it.
Doesn't matter.
17 plus 12. Go.
We've already proven via all
I know it's
previous
29.
podcasts that
All right.
are.
All right,
math
so
is
it's
horrible.
29 inches. So you basically have nearly a 30-inch strike zone on
Do you
a
know what else
17-inch
is 30
plate.
inches on a 17-inch plate?
My mom, it's going to be that. I can tell you that right now.
Is it my? Were you going to go, my mom?
Yeah.
All right, so and then he's calling.
And no, and then.
He's calling above the letters and right above the ankles. So
Cankles?
we have this massively huge strike zone, and there are guys getting screaming and yelling the whole time. So our entire mantra became just swing and don't let the ump beat you.
Yeah,
But we have to
don't-
deal with that too. It's horrible.
It's adult problems too, child.
the Indians game today, they had 3 Toronto Blue Jays got thrown out, and it was because they were arguing strikes. It was the same strike zone. It was in 2-3 inches, out 2-3
Ejected
inches,
from the
top
game.
Let your coach do it.
Yeah.
That's
All
why
right.
I got kicked out of 8U.
Okay, so we'll end this on the plights of child sports, how we started from the Cavs winning the championship, how the kids feel about it.
How Lucas looks like he needs a nap.
Yeah. Nap time.
I'm done.
He's done.
You are done. All right. Peace.
Hey, wait. One last thing.
I'm not gonna leave
You-
while you guys do this.
Hey,
We're not
listen.
doing this anymore. Hey, you're going to be whining on a podcast. Don't
Yeah,
do that.
you don't want that. The girls don't think that's cute.
Chicks don't
They'll be
dig it.
like,
They're going
hey,
to start calling you
they're
Luke.
like, hey, that kid. All he does is go.
Luke
Oh,
whine.
like you don't pick your nose? Huh.
Everyone picks their nose.
Yeah. So tell us something we don't know. All right, that's
Your
what I
feet
thought.
don't stink.
Everyone's feet stink
Yeah.
at certain times. Got to keep them clean.
The question is, tell us a good joke. Tell us a joke. Come on.
We're waiting.
I know you are a farmer of your mama jokes.
Ooh.
Your
Come on.
mama's so fat that she uses the highway as a slip and slide. How about
Nice.
That
nice.
is good.
I like that one.
That is good, but what if it's not raining?
And what if the highway's not wet?
Yeah. So
that? She'll
how
get a lot of
Road
burns?
rash.
Yeah.
Road
Road
burn.
rash. But okay, so how about another one? Because that one's just really not believable. So let's try to find one that is a little bit more believable.
your mom was so stupid. No, not that one.
What was wrong with your mom was so stupid?
Yeah.
No, I was looking at something else.
What were you looking? Josh's face and got distracted?
Probably your beard.
No, because he thought you were stupid.
Your mom is so bearded. She looks like Scott.
Like that's even funny.
What? That?
That was funny.
What wasn't?
Come on.
Here, I gotta think of a good one. I know.
Your daddy's so bearded he looks like a walrus.
Because walruses have beards.
Yeah.
I
yeah,
think,
they do.
I think they're more known for their gigantic
Okay,
teeth.
okay.
Whoa, listen to that. Ooh.
You see me rolling. You see that?
All right.
And I want hammer when my highlight Let's do a your daddy's so joke. That'd be even funnier than your
No.
mama's so.
Your
No.
daddy's so bearded that.
Your daddy's so bearded.
Daddy looks like a weirdo.
Ah, your daddy's so bearded he looks like a rapist.
That's inappropriate.
Your daddy's so bearded he should be selling ice cream out of a van. Oh, we can keep doing these. These are fun.
No.
Your daddy's so bearded he looks like a Sasquatch.
Wow, thanks for blowing my eardrums out on that one, Bay.
It's because that was funny.
Oh, as he farts.
That's my chair.
Jesus, my God.
It's my chair.
Sure it is. That is what she said.
Oh, that was the ball.
The
Sorry.
the child screams over a ball.
Your daddy's so bearded he looks like Iman Shumpert turned his head upside down. Huh? A little Iman Shumpert joke there. It's topical.
Oh yeah, I get it.
Did
now,
you go
since
Mon-
the beard
Yeah.
is gonna.
Did
Yeah,
you go
you got it.
Mons Shumpert?
Iman Shumpert.
Mons pubis.
Pen 15.
Oof. Yes.
Your hair is puby.
Mic drop. End of the evening.
We'll end right on that. Okay, thank you and good night. And cut. That was a lot of fun. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much fun as we had to record it. So let's just wind this down now. I want to give a couple thank yous out to a couple people that have supported us and given us continued support. Waffender Whisker Oil, Brutal Beards, Groomed Gorilla, and we're going to be adding the Rustic Beardsmen into the group of other cool companies that are beard related that support us. So stay tuned for more information about that. So once again, you can find everything you need to find at thebeardcaster.com. Super easy. Just click any link you want to. It'll take you to any of my social media. And that's about it for today. So stay tuned. Next episode, we're going to be diving a lot into the 5th annual Great Lakes Beard and Mustache Competition. So it's a huge event that's coming up in a month. And hopefully all you local yokels can make it out. Hey, enjoy. Have a great weekend. Enjoy your week. And thank you very much for listening. Ciao.